A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say to him, when he is come from the field, immediately go, sit down to meat, and will not rather say to him, make ready my supper, and gird thyself, and serve me, whilst I eat and drink, and afterwards thou shalt eat and drink? Doth he thank that servant for doing the things which he commanded him? I think not. So you also, when you shall have done all those things that are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that we ought to do. The Gospel of the Lord. Have you ever gone out of your way to help someone or anyone around you, only to feel unappreciated or unnoticed? In today's world, we're often taught or propelled to seek recognition for our efforts. In today's Gospel, taken from Luke, Jesus presents a different perspective to us. He tells the story of a servant who, after working in the field all day, is still expected to serve his master without expecting thanks or any appreciation. At first, this may seem unfair to us. Jesus isn't being harsh here. He's teaching us about the nature of discipleship, and Jesus himself uses this image to teach us about humility and true heart of a faithful follower of our Lord Jesus Christ. When Jesus says, we are unprofitable servants, we have done what we are obliged to do, I believe Jesus is not telling us that we are worthless. Instead, Jesus invites us to see a deeper value of serving faithfully and quietly as servants and as a true followers of our Lord Jesus Christ. We are called to serve not for great praise or reward in the end, but because it is the right thing to do. It's all about fulfilling our responsibilities, embroidered with humility, knowing that our service is already a response to God's generosity. Living in a world where our act of service is often calculated by how much recognition we receive from others, this passage reminds us that true service act lies in doing the right thing even if no one is watching us or expecting nothing in return. Doing things not because we are owed to, but we do things because we ought to, tailored with God's love and mercy. For us students at the University of Santo Tomas, this gospel challenges us on how we see our daily responsibilities, both inside and outside the university. Whether it's studying for exams, helping a classmate, assisting in group work, fulfilling tasks in student organization, or doing our individual tasks at our respective homes, we are reminded to act with sincerity, not with the expectation of praise, recognition, or even expecting something in return for what we have done. Like the servant in the gospel, we do these things because they are part of our calling to become a living witness of God's goodness within us, not because we want to be noticed or appreciated. I can say that this merely echoes the life of Saint Thomas Aquinas, who served with humility and dedication, not for fame, but out of love for truth and for God. May our journey here be filled not just with academic excellence, but also with compassion, humility, and integrity in every aspect of our lives. As we continue to reflect on the message of Luke, we are reminded that a true act of service is not merely seeking the applause that we receive from others. Still, it is all about embracing the quiet or even taking the unnoticed path towards faithful service. In our daily lives as students and as individuals, we are encouraged to give our best not for great recognition, but because it is the thing that God wanted us to do, to be His living witness to others. May we continue to serve with sincerity of hearts, without any condition, letting our lives be a true reflection of God's grace, where how small or big our acts are becomes a silent yet powerful testimony of being sons and daughters of our Lord. In the end, it is not ourselves that we are honoring, but the one who is above, our Lord. Let us continue to lend a hand to those who are in need, rooted in love and service.